Hello, my friends. This is the video that I made on CRWV on July 26th of this year, when the price of this asset was at $115.62. And at this very point, my main assumption was that this asset was near to its level of trend reversal, and to catch this level with more certainty, you should follow these simple rules, this simple path that the price should make. And you have to wait for the first bounce to the upside, then retracement, and on this retracement you have all the chances to catch its next major movement to the upside, and because of this it could be a decent setup. And guys, take a look right here. We were somewhere at this point, and since I made my previous video, let me show you in details. It went lower, but right here you can see the first movement to the upside that broke previous smallest swing high had a substantial range from its lowest point to its highest point. It gained almost 17%. Then it had this retracement that didn't break this bottom. This means somewhere here you could accumulate your position with an anticipation to basically catch its next leg to the upside. And guys, I made a couple of updates for my Patreons right after I made this video, on July 26th, and I updated my account accordingly to the current data. And for now, guys, despite the fact that this asset has a substantial decline in its price, it is still up from the entry point by 10.44%. And this is another evidence of the power of technical analysis. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, for now, you can join my Patreon account. You can join two tiers of my Discord group. One of them costs you $50 a month, and you will have 30-minute one Zoom call once a month. But if you join with the gold tier, you will have a weekly one-on-one training session with me for just $150 a month. And guys, to be honest, this is the most popular tier for my patrons right now. And let me show you a sneak peek on the most recent activity in the Discord group. Just recently, I published the recap of the week of July 28th through August the 3rd. And let me quote you this. On Monday, I prepared a list of 13 tickers that looked most promising for short positions. As of August the 6th, 10 of them delivered returns ranging from 0.33% to 24.4%, an average profit of 6.1%, while only 3 tickers showed a potential loss between 0.85% and 1.74%, an average loss of 1.22%. More detailed information is available in the attached images. And you can see that I made this call on July 28th, and I wrote, here's a list of tickers that might present shorting opportunities. Please remember, this is not a blind trade signal. Further technical analysis is required before taking actions. And here is the list of the tickers that gained substantial profits. It is 10 of them, and only 3 went in completely opposite direction. I also gave a direct short scalping recommendation on Tesla and Oracle. Both brought an average profit of around 1.5%. In addition, I identified one ticker suitable for a medium-term short position. If you'd like to know which company that is, join my Patreon. As usual, I provided a detailed market overview and analyzed the following tickers: SPY, BBAI, NOV, UNP, NEO, UAA, and CRWV. So guys, if you want to be a part of this amazing community, join my Patreon.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and on today's video, I will show you what crucial levels this asset has right now. And I will show you that potentially it is not out of the woods, and we might see lower prices, but everything I will show you in just several minutes. First of all, I want to pay attention to some fundamental news. And the reason of this massive sell-off is definitely their earnings report. And if you type in Google search bar CRWV stock and switch to news tab folder, you will find a lot of news that explains its movement to the downside. One news grabs my attention. You can also find it right here. If you click on this tiny round icon, you can find this CRWV stock plunges 20% despite triple revenue growth. It is still losing money. And the key bullets are following. Revenue rises 200%, and despite this, CoreWeave shares crash. And the reason of this is that they reduce their losses from $323 million to $290 million, but they still are burning money. And a lot of investors were anticipating the better numbers in this part of their analysis, and this is the main concern of investors, because they wanted to see a closer point of the profitability of this company. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. That is why from its highest point, this asset lost about 25% of its value. And guys, let me show you a quite interesting update from the analytic firms. We have two companies basically that reiterated their rating on the basically for the last couple of days. One of them was JP Morgan, and we can even start with Citi. They set the price target at $160. JP Morgan upgraded the price target from $66 to $135, and Jefferies set the price target of $180 mark. Definitely, we don't see the consensus among these three analytic firms. Two of them have the price target above the current price. One of them have the price target below the price that was at the point of this report was published. And for now, guys, all of these price targets are above our current price, but does this mean that this asset should go higher? Let me show you another quite interesting update, at this time from the so-called smart money investors list. And first of all, I want to pay attention to this list of 13G filings. You can see that the two most recent filings were made by FMR and Copac, and they reduced the number of shares in their portfolios by 20.26% and by tiny 0.01% respectively. And it is not the best news, especially if you take a look at FMR company. But in general, if you take a look at the 13F filings, you can see that there is a plenty of green rows, which means that these companies opened completely new positions on CRWV. Some of these positions are put positions, but the majority of them are just pure long positions. And yes, you have to keep in mind that this is not the deal execution date. This is not the point where these companies bought shares of CoreWeave. It is the filing date, and the real deal execution date is at least 45 days prior this date, in the previous quarter, in Q2 of this year. Let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next? I have to admit that this movement to the upside has a very indicative structure. In my opinion, I think that this ABC to the downside to this point is nothing else but an A wave on a slightly bigger scale. This might be a B wave, and we are for now in the movement to the downside that should first of all retest this bottom and then land somewhere lower. If it is the case, guys, let me show you in details what do I see in this movement. We know that A wave might have 3 or 5 wave structure, and it has 1, 2, 3 waves into this bottom. B wave should strictly have 3 waves in it. 1, 2, 3 waves into the potential B wave. And C wave should strictly have 5 waves in it. And if so, guys, we have to see lower price points, and you might wonder where this asset might land. So first of all, I don't need this tool. Let's project the bottom of the C wave from the length of the A wave. And to do so, I have to pull fib extension tool from this top. to this bottom and to the top of the B wave. And guys, take a look right here. We have 1-to-1 extension, the most common ratio between A wave and C wave projected from the top of the B wave at the same level that 0.76 fib retracement if I pull this tool from this bottom to this top. And guys, this is quite good sign for the long-term investors. Let me explain you why. According to Elliott wave theory, we have waves inside the waves, and so on and so forth. And the 1-2 setup might land as low as 0.786, which means that this might be a very good contender to be the bottom of the 1-2 setup on a bigger scale. And if so, guys, the, well, I would say the potential long position from this point might be extremely lucrative for the medium and long-term holders. But for now, guys, we have to confirm this movement to the downside by breaking below the bottom, the level of about $100 mark. It is the round number by itself, and it is the structural level of support. On top of that, guys, this movement to the downside has the highest volume basically for the last couple of months, and I don't see the proper subdivision on this movement, which means we might have a couple of waves, at least couple of waves on the first wave of the 5 waves of the C wave, and potentially we might see something like this. This is first, second, third, fourth and fifth wave to the bottom of the C wave that might land somewhere around $65 mark. For now, guys, the crucial points are the $100 mark, because if it breaks, most likely this price target will be the next one. But we have to keep in mind that the most probable level of trend reversal is still at roughly $85 to $86 in the golden pocket range. That is why, guys, be cautious with your long position from this point, but at these two levels you might cautiously anticipate at least a bounce to the upside. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack.